Let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel like you're fighting a losing battle for your own attention? For years, I've been obsessed with this problem. How do we reclaim our focus in a world designed to steal it? In this video, we're going to dive into the core ideas that will finally give you back control. You know that feeling, right? Your calendar is jam-packed. Your phone won't stop buzzing. You're running around all day, but at the end of it, you just collapse and think, what did I actually get done today? If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone. We're living in the most distracting time in human history, and our focus is the price we're paying. But here's the good news. Your time and energy aren't gone forever. They're just being pointed in the wrong direction, and we can absolutely fix that. If you're ready to get started, you can find the complete system in my book, linked down in the description. So let's get into it. To solve this problem, we have to name the real enemy. And I'll tell you right now, it's not what you think. It's not the traffic outside or your coworker's loud phone call. Nope. The most dangerous distractions are the ones we can't even see. I call this invisible force noise. So what is noise really? Here's the definition I use. It's any input that fragments your attention, scatters your thoughts, drains your energy, or dilutes your potential. Think of it like invisible static on the radio of your mind, just interfering with the signal of your success. It's that constant stream of stuff pulling you away from what you truly want to be doing. Honestly, it's the silent thief of your potential. And this framework is going to help you start seeing it everywhere. See, noise comes in four main flavors. First, you've got mental noise, that never-ending to-do list that runs on a loop in your head. Then there's emotional noise, that anxiety that creeps in when you're scrolling through someone else's perfect life online. Of course, there's digital noise, the pings, the dings, the constant notifications. And finally, social noise, that meeting you know is a total waste of time, but you feel like you have to go anyway. I'm going to guess a few of those sound pretty familiar, right? So, how do we fight back against all this noise? The answer requires a huge shift in how we think about productivity. For decades, we've been told to manage our time, but that's only half the story. The real secret to being at your best isn't about managing the clock, it's about managing your energy. Just think about it for a second. Time management treats every single hour like it's created equal, but we know that's just not true, is it? 1 hour of focused, high-energy work in the morning is worth maybe 5 hours of distracted, exhausted work late in the afternoon. The goal isn't more hours, it's better hours. Your energy, not your time, is the real currency of your productivity. I have a saying I come back to over and over. You can always make more money, but you can't make more energy. It's a finite resource. Once it's gone for the day, that's it, it's gone. You have to start protecting your energy with the same ferocity you'd protect your most valuable possession, because that's exactly what it is. So what's the single most powerful tool for protecting that precious energy? It's a simple 2-letter word that even the most successful people on the planet struggle with. No. We need to completely reframe the word no. It's not a word of rejection, it's a word of creation. It's the tool we use to build the life we actually want. See, every yes has a hidden no attached to it. When you say yes to that meeting that should have been an email, you're saying no to an hour of deep, focused work on your most important project. When you say yes to that social thing you're dreading, you're saying no to an evening of rest that would recharge you for the week ahead. Saying no isn't about shutting people out. It's about opening up space for what truly matters. But look, saying no well is a skill. You can't just be blunt about it. Here's a simple 4-step process. First, respond fast. Don't let that request live in your head and suck up your mental energy. Second, be clear, but keep it brief. No need for a 5-page excuse. Third, if it feels right, offer help in another way. And finally, set parameters for the future. Something like, hey, I'm not taking on new projects this quarter, but let's talk again in a few months. It's respectful, it's clear, and most importantly, it protects your focus. Okay, so once you've created all this space by saying no, you have to be absolutely ruthless about how you fill it. Here's a hard truth. Most of what's on your to-do list probably doesn't matter that much. The real key isn't to do more things, it's to do more of the right things. A super powerful tool for this is the Eisenhower matrix. It helps you sort every single task into 4 simple buckets. You've got the do quadrant, the urgent and important fires you have to put out. Then the delegate quadrant, urgent but not important stuff you can hand off. Then there's my personal favorite, They delete quadrant. Things that are neither urgent nor important, like mindlessly scrolling social media. But the place where real success is built, that's the schedule quadrant. The important but not urgent tasks. This is where you do your deep work, your strategic planning, your learning, building relationships. This is where your life is truly transformed. The goal is to spend as much time as humanly possible living right here in this quadrant. So let's bring this all home. When you finally identify the noise, when you start managing your energy instead of your time, when you master the art of saying no, and when you prioritize ruthlessly, you move beyond just having information. You start the process of real transformation. You silence the noise so you can finally amplify what really matters in your life. So here it is, your path to a low-noise life in 4 simple steps. First, identify the noise. Get honest about what's actually holding you back. Second, reframe your mindset. It's all about energy, not time. Third, protect that energy. Master the strategic no. And finally, focus. Get ruthless about prioritizing the very few things that will give you the biggest results. Now, everything we've talked about here is really just a starting point. These are powerful tools, for sure, but they're part of a much bigger system. If you feel you're ready for the complete playbook with all the strategies, templates, and frameworks to permanently reclaim your focus and energy, that's exactly what I've laid out in my book, Cut the Noise. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to this. You can understand every concept we've talked about, but knowledge without action is useless. It takes real courage to turn off your notifications when everyone else has theirs on full blast. It takes courage to say no to a meeting. It takes courage to choose to be different from the distracted world around us. But the reward? A life of focus, of purpose, and genuine peace is worth more than you can possibly imagine. So I'll leave you with one final question. What is the one source of noise you are going to cut out of your life starting right now? Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Just pick one thing. An app you delete, a notification you turn off, a meeting you decline, and take that action. If you found this helpful, give this video a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for your time, and more importantly, for your focus.